Thank you all. Hey,
Hi.
darling, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I am amazing. Thank you so much for taking the
Yeah,
time to talk to us and
of course.
let the people know about your amazing products. I'm so
Um,
excited.
yeah, so hi guys. I'm Ariana. I'm the CEO of Rooted Essentials. I make natural hair care products. I started off with natural hair oils. Um, Mainly because I love oils. I love
Hmm.
what they do for my hair. Once I really started to like take care of my hair, that's when I like started to educate myself on oils. Like I would buy oils from the hair store and
Hmm.
look up the ingredients and just see, what they did for my hair. And then that's when I'm like, I can make my own oil.
Yeah, right, right.
So that's how it really started. I have one right here. So this is it, my oil. It has a lot of great ingredients in here. And it does a lot for your hair, especially growth and just overall nourishment and health for your hair. And
Hmm.
then like I expanded once I started to like educate myself more on different hair products. I have a leave-in conditioner, um, which so far everyone loves, and it makes me super proud.
Absolutely. Now, was
I'm
that a
very
formula
proud.
that you created yourself, the leave-in conditioner?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And then the oils that I have in that also, I made sure that they specifically blended with the conditioner, in a way that helped like keep your hair soft and
Hmm.
help it grow while it's left in. So, this is my leave-in rose garden. I love it. It smells
Look.
really
You
good.
supposed to love your products. I love it. Like I love it. Yes, I love it.
Thank you.
So like what made you like decide to want to get into like the essential oils and the hair growth and the conditioner, like those types of products?
Um, Mainly because like when you think of oils, you don't really think of, well, most part, you don't think of really what they can do for you. So once I learned like the different things that oils can do for you, just a simple oil like castor oil, it does so
Hmm.
much for your skin and for your hair. So they're very versatile oils. You can really do a lot with it. So that's what really grew my interest in making sure that certain oils I include in my products. And there's a lot out there that I still don't even know about, and I
Hmm.
still am doing my research on, because that's how extreme and major the oils are when it comes from essential oils and carrier oils. Before
Hmm.
I started, I didn't know there was a difference. I'm like, well, what's the difference? But carrier oils obviously are thicker and help to dilute the essential oils. So when I am making my products, I feel like a scientist, honestly, because I'm like, okay, this oil is gonna do this with this oil. For example, rosemary and lavender, they're like a dynamic duo. So they do
Okay.
a lot for your hair, especially when they're blended together. So I just really, I'm like obsessed with learning about oils, and that's really why I started Rooted Essentials, because I want other people to be educated on what oils can do for your hair, and also just our roots in general. That's
Hmm.
kind of how I created Rooted in the Rooted Essentials.
Yes.
Because our culture is really what shaped like what we do to our hair. So
Yep.
I know we all have a story of our mamas in the kitchen burning our necks.
Ooh, child, don't get me started on the neck burning, honey.
I
Yes.
have so many stories of that, but it's a part of us, and that's what I love about making sure that I include that in my business and the name of my business, because our hair is us. Like, we
Yes.
are our hair. So
And 100% we are, the blueprint when it comes to what to do, how to do it, when to
yes,
do it, where to do it.
yes.
Like people actually, as much as, a lot of people don't realize, as much as, they don't want to admit it, people look for us to be like, okay, when do we, how do we, where should we, you know what I mean? So to
Mhm.
have something like this where it's like, like you said, it's rooted, and what our hair is used to. Of course, now we've, started perming and relaxing and all of that other stuff. But when you get down to the root of it,
Yes.
all of that did not exist. So we
Yeah.
were using what we had, and what we had are the products that you are so proud of. So, kudos to you.
Thank you.
1,000,000%. So I would think that, like, learning about all these oils and what works with what and what doesn't takes a long time to research.
Yeah. I have like notebooks full of my research, and I have to get another notebook actually to fill that one up because it's just so much to learn. Um, Especially with, I also make beard products for men, and that actually was pretty fun to learn because I didn't realize certain oils like help to take care of the skin underneath your beard. And that's something I like to, let the men know who are buying my products that, it may be nourishing your beard. Yes, it's helping grow your beard, but your skin underneath your beard is also being taken care of. And I just think that's really cool because I had no idea before I started to research certain oils. So that was probably, I really enjoyed making that oil. So
Yeah, and I would have never thought that. You see, as a woman who appreciates a beard, child, I will tell you, I
I
do.
love me a
A lovely beard, yes, ma'am. So I never even thought about the skin under the beard, which is so crazy. If the hair is growing from somewhere,
right.
didn't even think about that. So you literally just opened my eyes to something that I honestly was like, oh, it's just hair. No, it's hair on his face.
Yeah.
Just like you got to take care of our scalp as a woman, they have to take care of their face as a man. Child, there's so much we don't know. Like, how did I not even realize that? Like, that doesn't even make sense. And so is that why you do the scalp massagers and things like that?
Yeah. Yep. Scalp massagers are also very important for your scalp. Just like, beard care is important for the skin underneath. Your scalp is important too because that's where our hair grows from.
Right.
So you have to make sure your scalp is healthy in order to have healthy hair. So a lot of people that buy my oil, they have like dry scalp conditions and stuff like that. I have a friend who actually has psoriasis in her scalp, and she told me, like, girl, ever since I've been using your oil, like, I have not had a breakout in my scalp, and that just makes me so happy for her. You know, because she would have to take out hairstyles, quickly because she would have like a flare up. So I'm happy that I actually was able to create a product that can help people like her. So yeah, scalp massages are important. I do them daily. You don't have to do it daily, but it just feels good to me. So I like to like put my oil in my head and just massage my scalp and either tie my hair back or do what I have in now. So that's really it. Scalp massages are very important though for your hair.
So now with your conditioner, is there like a particular type of shampoo you would tell people? Are you going to be creating a shampoo first off?
I want to. That's another realm I have yet to open is the shampoos and soaps. So I do want to create a shampoo, especially a clarifying shampoo because that's important for your scalp, is to get the buildup off of your scalp to help, your follicles open up and your pores and everything just, grow. So yes, I do plan to create a soap. I just have not researched that much yet.
Okay, so I ain't got that far, Angie. Wait a minute.
It's a lot to soaps because I don't want to add like sulfates or anything, so I have to figure out like a specific formula that doesn't include that. So eventually I'll have a shampoo.
Okay. Yeah. Well then so with your conditioner, what would you recommend as the best shampoo to use with your conditioner, of course, for our hair?
Yeah. I use a lot of Shea Moisture products. Especially the ones that help with dry and brittle hair. And they're deep conditioners and regular conditioners. I like to use those. When my hair was colored, it was like a bright like auburn type of orange mixture. So I used their black castor oil shampoo, and that helped with dry hair and also color and treated hair. So they have a big variety of shampoos and conditioners that's specific to your hair. And I love that because I do plan to color my hair again, so I know I'm gonna need something. But I use them, and I also use Cream of Nature. They have a honey line that just came out, and I started using, and I actually like it. I
Mm-hmm.
think it keeps my hair soft. Usually when I use certain shampoos, I feel like it leaves my hair dry. But
Mm-hmm.
this shampoo actually it keeps my hair soft, and then I use their mask, which is also from the Honey line. I keep it in for about 30 minutes, probably an hour. If I get busy, might be the whole day. But I love it. It keeps my hair soft and it defines my curls so amazing. And then once I'm done with that, I actually had wash day this morning. Um, so
I
I
get
did
it.
that. I did that, and then I did my leave-in conditioner, which if I was to do a wash and go, it defines your curls so great. People love
Okay.
using my leave-in because it helps to define their curls really good, along with their other products, of course. But um, my leave-in and my oil do not miss out on wash day.
I know. You say they do what they supposed to do and give
Yes,
what they supposed to give. I love it. I love it. So when
definitely.
talking about, of course, the hair, people always think the hair on your eyes. Now, I also noticed that you sell lash and brow serum.
Yes, I do.
And coming from an avid lash wearer, um, one thing, of course, I knew, but I didn't know the importance of cleaning your lashes,
Mhm.
especially if you have the ones where you use, more than once. You take them off and you
Mhm.
use them again. You don't just throw them away.
Yeah.
So talk to the people about the importance of, your lash health, your, all that health, the facial hair health.
So as far as lashes, it's definitely very important if you do wear lashes to make sure that you get the glue off of your lashes because that can build up and that's gonna, prevent your natural lashes from growing. And then, like you said, you do reuse lashes. I have lashes I reuse, but I make
Hmm.
sure to clean them before because you just don't want that buildup. Just like your scalp, you don't want nothing to build up. And that can also like this is it's close to a sensitive area, so you don't want nothing to get infected either. So with my serum, it obviously helps with growth, but it also helps with. Oh, I'm reading a comment. Sorry,
Yeah, I saw that too.
but we don't want. Yeah, my. I'll finish what I was saying and then I'll answer his question.
Okay.
But my lash serum, the oils that are in it helps to kind of clean any debris or anything that's on your lashes to help clear the way for your natural lashes to grow. And if you're consistent with using it, literally 2 to 3 weeks, you'll start to notice longer lashes. My sister, she has very, very blonde lashes, and I never noticed her lashes, and she gets extensions too, so she barely had any. So I'm like, you're the perfect person to test this out for me, and her lashes are looking good. Um, so it's definitely very important to take care of your lashes, especially when you wear false
Yeah.
lashes.
Okay.
But
Perfect.
oh man, but do you have? So yeah, as far as the scents, I don't use perfume scents in my products. If it is a scent in my product, it's from the oil. So as far as the beard oils that I have for men, it's essential oils that are giving off a scent. So there's peppermint in it, so you'll smell a peppermint scent. There's a cedar wood in it, so you'll smell like a cedar wood, and it's more of a manly um scent, so that's why I put it in there. So yeah, I don't use any perfume scents or anything like that. But if when you do smell the oil, all of the men that use my beard oil, they love it because it gives off a very masculine scent. Because of the essential oils that are mixed
Mm-hmm.
in it. It's not um, artificial or anything.
Now, if the guy, like for me, like of course I would buy, the hair oil because, the hair growing in my
Yeah.
head. Now, for a guy, for your beard oil, can they also use that on the hair in their head as well? Do they just have to use it on their beard?
No, you can use. My dad uses it all over. He come out the bathroom shining. He does. He uses it in his hair and his beard because it all connects. So you can definitely use it in your hair also. But the way I formulated it was to mainly help your beard.
Okay.
But men can also use the hair oil too. I've had a few men who purchase the hair oil, and they really like what it does to their hair too. So it's not just one set. You have to use it for this thing. It's pretty diverse, but.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Well, I like to hear that. It's like I mean, I love when products, they have a multi-use. It's not just, oh, you have to use it for this or you have to
Yeah.
use it. No, you can use it for this and or that. So that's like perfect, perfect, perfect. So going back to this lash and brow serum, because we are in a day and age where, like me, you got the sparse brows, the sparse
Mhm.
lashes. So does the serum also help? I know you said it helps with the lashes growing, but
Mhm.
what about the brows as well? Because of course we're getting those waxed and,
Yeah.
getting it razored and threaded. So
Mhm.
I feel like it'll kill the hair growth follicles in
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
does it help with that as well?
It definitely does help with growth. My eyebrows have gotten very thick. I get them threaded,
Mm.
honestly, because it lasts longer and waxing hurts to me. And I feel like I feel like it doesn't last that long. So what I do, I use my serum every night. And sorry about that. I let them
That's
grow
okay.
out really, really thick, and then I get them threaded. That way, there's an arch. But yeah, it definitely will help with the growth of your eyebrows. I have a friend who purchased for me, and she said her eyebrows on the side were giving a kind of cut type of design because they weren't
Mm.
fully growing in, and she has a full. It's connecting.
All
It's
right.
connecting. So she's literally obsessed with my product. She's like, I'm so happy you made this because for years she was using Vaseline, I think, to try to grow her eyebrows. Um,
Hmm.
but with my product, they help to grow her eyebrows very quickly. So I'm very happy for her.
Oh, listen, because I'm like, I'm in the, you get, you're going out, you're putting on the makeup. So, of course, you have to, like, not necessarily draw them in, but fill in what
Yeah,
you already
yeah.
have. And then you start to realize, well, wait, I'm using more and more eyebrow pencil the more and
I
more I fill
know.
in. I'm like, well, this ain't filling in at this point. I'm
Mhm.
coloring. Like, I'm literally like a kindergartner coloring in
Oh,
between the lines. So,
yeah.
yeah, listen, women, our eyebrows and our lashes, honey, we got to
Hmm.
keep them together.
And
So,
I barely
mhm.
fill mine in anymore because they've gotten so thick. So, but sometimes I do when I feel like being cute. But for the most part, for the most part, I don't fill them in because my serum helps to keep them thick so they look like they're filled in, and that
Mhm.
helps me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now going back to the hair oils, because one
Mhm.
thing I know is that some people are allergic to some things. So do you, if someone were to come to you and say, "Hey, I'm allergic to, let's say, the castor oil that you put in it,"
Yeah.
can you do a substitute, or do you customize things if people come to you and say, "I need this this to be custom to me because I can't do what everybody else does."
I don't. I haven't customer. I'm not against, making it specific for my customer. But I feel like I would have to have a certain amount of people so that I can make a batch of that,
Mhm.
separate product. I did have one friend who told me that she was allergic to tea tree oil, and I have that in my oil. So she asked me if I could make a separate bottle, but I don't know why we never got around to it. But if there were probably 10 or 20 more people who told me the same thing, I would have like made a separate batch and just added that to my website, without tea tree so that
Okay.
customers can buy that. So yeah, if I ever no one so far, a lot of people have came to me about that, but eventually if that is the case, I will make a separate oil for them to purchase, so they're not missing out on the greatness of my oil.
Yes, ma'am. We don't want the folks missing out on the greatness now. So when it comes to the oils that you have and that you use, like we definitely, I don't want you to give out the recipe to your sauce.
No.
No, ma'am. But just give us maybe some of the oils that you use, maybe one or two. I don't know how many you use, and then the benefits of those and why they're so good for us.
So, we have, let's see a good one. So we have peppermint, of course, and then we have a clary sage, which is very fancy. So peppermint, of course, helps with the blood circulation. Actually, the majority of the oils I use help with the blood circulation in your scalp, and that helps with the growth. And it also helps to just basically clean your scalp and nourish your scalp. And then clary sage helps with growth. And then I also have a third one, neem oil. That one is kind of thick. So I have it mixed with the other oils, so it's not such a thick oil because I know a lot of people do not like thick oils. So it kind of thins it out a little bit, but it still reaps the same benefits. And that one helps with moisture. Along with castor oil. So those help with moisture, and that's very important when using an oil because you don't want it just sitting on your head. Want it to actually do something. So those two oils help with keeping your hair moisturized, and that's why I tell people to massage your scalp because that can help get everything in there. So those are, for the most part, a few of my favorite oils that I use. We have a sunflower oil, which helps with moisture and growth. And I think the sunflower oil and the neem oil is the two that caught me by surprise because I never knew there was a sunflower oil until I did my research. So yeah, a lot of the oils, they help each other do what they need to do, and that's basically how I picked everything out. Like, okay, this oil is gonna help this, and then this oil is gonna help this. So it's kind of like a domino effect in a way. So yeah.
And in doing that research, because I know you say big on research, you got to research.
Yeah.
So how long usually does it take you from research to production? Like how long is that time frame usually?
So before I launched, it took me about a year. And that's mainly
Wow.
because I did the research on the oils. I had my trial and error. And then I had my testers once I came with the final, formulation that I wanted to use. So I had a few people, a few of my close friends test them out for me. They did that for about 3 months. And then once I got the results that I wanted, um, I went back. I started ordering, supplies and my website and all that. So that took about a full year. But now when I come out with products, for example, my conditioner, that took about, I would say, 3 to 4 months. And that just included me testing out the product, figuring out what I want in the product, and then figuring out how I want the bottle to look.
Yeah.
So I'd say about 3 months, 3 to 4 months. And I take my time. I don't want to put out something that I'm not satisfied with. So I definitely take my time with it because I want my customers to be satisfied.
And are there any new products in the lab? Like, is there anything you're like playing around with?
Oh,
Like,
I have some ideas. It's just a matter of figuring out when I want to launch them and how. I do have I'll just say it because it should be coming out soon, a mist bottle. Um, and it's, the water bottles that people use, but mine is kind of more fancy. So I have that coming out soon. I just have to figure out how I want it to be labeled and the boxing and everything. So I'm actually very excited. My friend who just joined, she's been waiting for this mist bottle. So it's like I
it's
spoke
coming
her up.
real soon. It's
It's
coming.
coming soon. It is. It's coming soon. She's super excited about it. So I do have that, and then I also want to get into more of hot oil treatments. My oil people do use as a hot oil treatment, but I want hot oil treatments that are specific to your needs. So for dry hair or dry scalp or anything like that, or if you want shiny hair, You can do a hot oil treatment. So I want to do some sort of trio, a hot oil treatment trio. I just got to figure out how to put things together with that. So those are the two things I'm working on.
Okay. Well, give everybody like all of your social media and then your website so they can follow you, go to your website so they can support you.
So my website, it's www.rootedessentials.shop. Rooted Essentials, it's all lowercase. My Instagram is Rooted Essentials _LLC. And my Facebook is Rooted Essentials. I do have a TikTok. It is also Rooted Essentials. Everything has my logo, so if you type it in and my logo pops up, that's me. So making sure you know it's me. But yeah, so those are all my social medias. And I think I said Instagram. Yeah.
And I will make sure when I repost this live that I have at least your website attached so people know exactly where to go to support you. And you know, I'm excited for you. I so very much appreciate you taking out this time in your life to talk to us. To talk to my followers. Absolutely. Like, I'm glad I could allow you to use my platform. And when you come out with that mist bottle and those deep conditioners, we're going to do it again. Like, we're going to talk, we're going to let the people know. Like, I am rooting for, I am about everything Black owned. I think y'all know that by now. And if you don't know me. So so I am 100% here for you. So again, I appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all go support Miss Ariana. She is such a sweetheart. Support Rooted Essentials. Follow her Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok if you got one. If you don't, get one so you can support her on it. Like, quit playing with me. Her website will be posted on this live. And again, sweetheart, I thank you so much for taking this time to do this. Let me know when that deep oil condition. Let me know when all of it come out.
I got you.
So we can do this again, okay?
You
are so welcome, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.
You too.
Thank everybody for joining. I truly appreciate it. You all have a wonderful day.
Bye.